You know what's strange? You can understand exactly what to do with your life and still not do it. You can read the books, watch the videos, take the notes, and somehow nothing really changes. If you've ever wondered why, this video is for you. Here's the part nobody talks about. Most people who feel stuck aren't confused. They're not lazy. They're not unmotivated. They actually know what to do. They know they should focus more, build better habits, take care of their mental health, work on something meaningful. But knowing hasn't translated into movement. And that gap between knowing and doing is where frustration lives. We've been taught a very simple idea. If you get the right information, you'll change. So we consume more advice, more podcasts, more motivation. But information doesn't create change. If it did, the most successful people would be the ones who read the most books. Clearly, that's not how life works. Here's what's actually happening. Information gives you knowledge, but knowledge is not understanding. Understanding is different. Understanding removes confusion, shame, and makes your behavior feel predictable instead of mysterious. And without that kind of understanding, your brain resists change, even when change makes sense. This is what we've learned studying human behavior. People don't change from information. They change in 3 stages. First, understanding, then behavior, then identity, not the other way around. When you truly understand why you act the way you do, small behavior changes start to feel possible. And when those behaviors repeat, your identity begins to shift. Not because you decided to believe something new, but because your brain quietly updates who it thinks you are. This is important. If you've been struggling to change, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It usually means you are trying to change from the wrong level. You were pushing behavior without understanding, and your brain did what it's designed to do, protect you. Real change begins with a different question. The question is not about discipline, it's about understanding. Every behavior has a reason. Nothing you do repeatedly is accidental. When resistance shows up, your mind is responding to something it perceives as risk, uncertainty, exposure, or the possibility of failure. So here are 3 ways to turn awareness into real-world understanding. First, observe resistance without judgment. Notice the moment your energy drops or you hesitate. That moment tells you what feels unclear, unsafe, or overwhelming. Resistance is not weakness. It's feedback. Second, design actions your mind can agree with. Big, undefined goals trigger avoidance. Small, specific actions create permission. 2 minutes of effort is not laziness. It's how trust with yourself is rebuilt. Third, let behavior teach identity. Your mind updates who you are based on what you repeat. Each small action sends a signal. This is someone who shows up. That signal, repeated, becomes belief. Change doesn't begin with force. It begins with clarity and behavior designed around how the mind actually works. This is what we do at ULab. We don't just share information. We turn information into understanding, and understanding into action. We teach how the mind works, how behavior changes, and how identity is built, so growth becomes sustainable, intentional, and human. If this resonated with you, it means you're not broken. It means you're ready for a better way to grow. This is just the beginning. Welcome to ULab.